life preservers.
Yeah.
You just keep going, and he ended up.
Yeah, this whole scene though seems so.
It was because it could have been a really good scavenging half episode kind of thing. It's like, oh my god, so much. But then Aaron falls through. I was like, no, don't get off the canoe. I'm okay, and he just swam. And I'm like, oh, this is it. This was the tease. That was it. I know you have to be somewhere, but I mean, oh, okay, this is it. What a waste of water walkers.
Yeah. Did you think? Did you fear for Aaron's life at all?
At first.
Yeah.
At first.
I kind of thought it would be neat to see him torn up in the water.
Oh yeah, a whole Jaws throwback. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, that's the part of Jaws I like where I don't see the shark.
Yeah, but I was also really worried when we saw him go into the water. It's like, we're not going to see him for 2 seasons. We're going to wonder what happened to Aaron.
And he just comes out of the water looking like Swamp Thing.
No, I think 2 seasons later, that's what we'll see. We'll see a silent bog, and we'll just see a hand clutch and he'll come out.
There you go.
After everyone's forgotten who Aaron even is. So Daryl now makes it to what I presume is Dwight's living quarters.
Yeah, where Daryl escapes.
Yeah, based on those
the wooden
carvings?
figurines, right? Yeah, and that which we've been seeing. I found out we couldn't remember last time that we didn't know where those figurines came from. Apparently, Dwight told Daryl when he first met that his grandfather showed him how to carve them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I know we both didn't remember, so I wanted to mention that here. That he's the reason he does it is because it's his grandfather that taught him how to do those wooden carvings. And I'm thinking Dwight is the reason for his escape. I don't think it's Jesus.
I don't think it's Jesus.
Because, he doesn't know. I don't think he's been inside yet at all. Because he ends up meeting him outside. And also, his quarters were left unlocked. You don't think you'd lock your quarters? Especially for a society that works on points, they could steal your stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, how does he know Daryl would go into his quarters specifically?
I guess that's a fluke.
And why would he want it? The thing is I want to think it was Dwight.
Right.
I think that Dwight is a prime character to turn on Negan eventually and maybe want to help Daryl. But I don't think that we've seen enough of a
it's too impulsive. Is it too impulsive, that situation, for it to be him?
Yeah, we haven't seen him change his character.
Maybe it's
at all.
Sherry then. Sherry knows.
I was thinking maybe Sherry based on the writing of the note.
Maybe
seems like a lady's handwriting.
Someone else brought it up actually on another article on Comic Book by Charles. I believe his name is
Charles Schultz.
No. It's Charlie Ridgely. They're thinking there were some major clues that were in Dwight's room that you saw. Like when Daryl first gets in, he leans against the door, and there was like a wide shot of the quarters that he's in, and you see binoculars hanging up on the wall, and a dark hoodie on the chair. So we're thinking, judging by what we see later on, and he could have been overlooking them. Of course, anybody could have binoculars, but you wouldn't make it apparent.
Yeah,
it's. I'm not saying it's definitive, but it could be. Could be.
I mean, after we see the Morse code poster, or the Morse code blackboard, and that didn't pan out to anything.
Yeah, but that could have been that could have actually been this potentially could have been more scripted than the actual Morse code board thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Maybe until we get something. I don't want to speculate too much, but that's what you're here for. You can read your speculatory.
Yeah, make it a safe time until we get to the end.
Yeah,
I just have so much to say at the end.
Oh man! All right. So he changes his shirt, gorges himself on peanut butter, and then sees a chess piece. And in a later scene, we see him flip that chess table over. I forget where I heard it. I don't know. Maybe you heard it, or maybe I dreamed it.
Maybe,
because I can't recall the source. But apparently, Norman Reedus can't stand peanut butter.
That was in Talking Dead.
That was on Talking Dead?
That was on Talking Dead.
How did I see it? I don't have Talking Dead.
I
guess I read it in some other article.
You have to read it somewhere. Yeah, because he mentioned. I remember seeing it on Talking Dead.
Okay, so he doesn't like peanut butter.
Yeah, he doesn't like peanut butter.
But he had to eat it? They couldn't afford some peanut butter knockoffs?
I don't know. I know they couldn't give him jam.
Well, it doesn't look the same. But we saw... so wait, they were saying he was eating this peanut butter.
Or Nutella. Nutella would have been perfect.
Well, you could just change it to anything. You could just change it to a...
Yeah, but you wouldn't leave Nutella out. That's more of a luxury. You'd safeguard that somewhere. I'm going too much into this. But
the people who work on these high-budget shows can find another product.
Yeah.
That is not peanut butter. But so he had to eat this, and apparently he looked pretty sick eating it, but he did it. He's a trooper.
Yeah, but he's a trooper because Norman Reedus doesn't like it, not because Daryl should be loving it. He should be devouring that peanut butter.
Character.
Norman Reedus is like, oh, I'm eating peanut butter.
Norman Reedus is actually deathly allergic to peanut butter, but his character is not.
You just see his face swelling up as he's eating a spoonful of peanut butter.
It's like, we need another take of it, and he's just puffing. It's like, it's okay, just put your hair in front of your puffy face. Rick and Aaron find tons of stuff now, including food and weapons, but no ammo. They also find a note giving them the middle finger, saying, "Congratulations for winning, but you still lose."
I don't understand how you dispose that note.
Why do you keep that note?
I don't get it, especially for
don't
where it
take
happens.
it with you.
Yeah, it's like, well, this would be a funny throwback.
Yeah.
Look, give it to the saviors. It'll be funny.
Yeah. They'll see everything we had to go through, and they'll commend us for it. Aaron suggests that they just wait for the wind to pick up and paddle the boat back to shore, since they are on a boat. They load crates onto the truck. Rick explains that the reason he said Aaron didn't have to come along with him, which he said earlier but I omitted, was because people don't agree with the agreement he has with the saviors. Aaron says that he was there, he saw what happened, and that he's going to keep people alive. And that everything they're doing is to keep people alive, and that he gets it. Either your heart's beating or it isn't. Your loved ones' hearts are beating or they aren't. So that's where the title comes from. We finally get to see what Aaron is thinking. Not everybody's against Rick. People understand what Rick's doing, at least Aaron does.
And the show had to give him lines.
Yeah. As per
because it is a pointless conversation.
Union quota.
Yeah.
So do you think about this scene? It was heartfelt. Do you think Rick cares a little more for Aaron? And
I can't help looking back on it, that like the paddle that Aaron was using said asshole on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, is that reflect on like how he is in real life, or I'm just like, why is he the one with the asshole paddle? Is it just too obvious if it's Andrew Lincoln, or was it a prank by Andrew Lincoln because he likes to pull pranks on sets? I don't know. I just can't stop thinking about it. But no. I mean, like, Aaron's got lines. That's good. It's showing he's important at least.
Yeah. No, he's stepping up his game. He's almost an A-tier actor now.
I feel like he's going to be like
A-tier character. Sorry,
he's going to be an Alexandrian ambassador. I think when Rick's gone, it's going to be him. Since he's like an Alexandrian at birth.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that.
Well, since Apocalypse.
Yeah. All right. Now we see a mysterious boot step into the shot. That's all we get of that. Any speculation onto what that boot is, David?
You want me to say it?
Well, do you have any speculation on it?
Do you want me to see what they're speculating, or do you want to say what I think, which
is
the same thing as what they're speculating?
Is it going to be a spoiler? Do you have hard fact, or do you just have speculation?
No, it's the same thing as that's speculation. There's no hard facts or speculation, I think.
Okay, so why don't we speculate a little bit on what this is?
I don't even know what they are anyway, so maybe if that helps.
Maybe we shouldn't say it.
So there you go. So if you know what they are, I know who they're.
I'm already ready to disagree with you, but I don't want to say it now.
Well, it's not with me. It's what they're saying. I don't know because I don't know. I didn't read the comments. So I don't
the messenger, and you're gonna get shot.
No,
for
I'm not gonna get shot at. No way. You're telling me to do this, so
I'm telling you not to now. Michonne is on the road with one of the saviors, asking her tons of questions, which are not being answered. Michonne says she's not going to kill him today, and that she's going to find a way to win.
I kind of hated this part in a way that, like, no, but I get it. It's just because she wanted to get her to talk.
Yeah,
because it's like you think it's all going to be the same if you don't talk, and I'm like, oh no, don't lose that leverage on her that you're not going to kill her. But it's
tell her. No, I think she's saying I will kill you.
No, the way I say it's like, do you think it's going to be all this? If you're saying you think it's going to be all the same if you don't talk, she's basically trying to leave her gateway saying if you do talk, there's the slightest idea that you would be living.
Okay, to give her a bit of hope. But I think this girl, I don't know her name, but I think she was ready to die. I mean, we see that absolutely. At the end, she's ready to die. I believe, because one of the questions Michonne asks is, what are you doing out here alone? Which she doesn't answer, but I'm pretty sure she was either trying to escape Negan.
You think?
Well, she was driving away from the from the, what's it called again?
No. She was driving back. They went over.
They ended up driving over it.
Yeah. Remember, I was saying, why would you put that roadblock if you're going to drive over anyway? What was the point of like getting out of the truck and not driving over it?
But that's the thing. I mean, she doesn't. Okay, well, she was. So Michonne was following the trail of maple syrup.
Exactly.
But we also don't know where the saviors are, and how would Michonne know where the saviors are?
She wouldn't. I think it was just a hunch that they're going to use this highway to get to where they got to go. Who knows? And that's what it was. It's a fluke. It's definitely a fluke. And she even asked her why. She never answered. I don't even really know. Maybe that's even the show cheating, or the idea of a savior being there alone.
Yeah, I was under the impression she wanted out, but
it could be. I mean, I can't say that you're wrong, but not for the reasons that she was running away.
Yeah.
No, because she was going back anyway.
Okay. All right. So, anyway, we'll come across this scene a little bit later on, too.
How many runaways are you going to have from saviors?
Everybody wants to get out, man.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's not a good place to be.
Well, I mean, it makes sense, but like, it's too. Like, how are these people just leaving? They're just leaving. That's it.
Well, Negan was gone. Anyone can leave.
Oh, I guess it's kind of like a Michael Scott thing,
Yeah.
Dwight tries to stay in charge, but everybody from the office wants to leave.
Yeah. So who's the Dwight in this? Not Dwight.
It's actually,
Simon.
Well, shoot, you don't see Simon anymore.
Simon's more the Jim. He's the one who people might actually listen to.
Yeah, and he's not there either. He's definitely not the Sanctuary. I've never seen him. We've never seen him in the Sanctuary.
It's true. He probably runs another compound.
Yeah, exactly. Or exactly. Or like in the Office equivalent, he's like the traveling salesman.
All right.
He's the okay. We're gonna stop we're gonna stop paralleling the Office with this.
Yeah. So Sasha walks out now with a pie. She walks into their little domicile with Maggie and Enid. Maggie digs into that pie.
She's like, "How did you know? Can you not smell pie, woman? Like it's not hard to smell pie."
Yeah, and she just savagely rips into this apple pie. Doesn't need a plate, fork. Doesn't need anything.
I wouldn't need it.
Sasha tells Maggie that Jesus left this morning, but that after Maggie leaves, Enid confronts Sasha.
Didn't you hate how vague Enid was?
About what? It's like
she's like, so you think you want to kill Negan? You think you're the only one? And she's like, yeah, it looks like I am the only one. Like, but you know who's in on trying to kill Negan right now. What's your point? It's like, just tell her who's in on killing her. She's being so vague the entire time, and it ends with Sasha saying, "It's like, oh, it looks like I'm the only one." It's like, no, you're not, Enid. Just tell her, you idiot. I don't get it. I don't know why.
Because Enid's like, you're not the only one.
Yeah,
she's like,
she'll tell her like at least two or three times.
Yeah, this whole discussion, and it happens a lot in The Walking Dead where they're talking, and I'm like, I know what you're trying to say,
and it's
but
like
you're just not saying it, and you're using weird words, and then you leave me more confused than anything. Kind of like last season when not Carl, what's his name? Glenn. I already forgot his name.
He's all right. He's
dead to me.
A thing in the past.
Yeah. When Glenn was trying to describe some kind of emotion, and he was like, it's like when you can't
I know
eat, but you're tired. And you need to go, but you're not hungry, and it just, I was like, what's going on with you, Glenn?
But he's not being ambiguous. He's trying to be specific, but it's leading to nothing. Yeah. Whereas Enid's being ambiguous and
just for the sake of
somebody knows.
Confusing.
You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone.
You're not.
I'm
alone.
not going to tell you. You're not alone.
You're not alone. Here's not here though. We ain't them.
I remember
it's all those lines.
Yeah, that was like last season when that's the same episode they were going to go kill everybody at the compound.
Yes,
that's what it was. Yeah.
Oh man.
The Glenn thing you're referring to, to be specific.
Yes. When they're looking for heads that resembled what's his name?
Gregory's.
Gregory.
And they pick Johnny Depp's head.
Yes.
Or Greg Nicotero. Whatever. Who cares?
They pick a head.
They pick a head. Let's get out of here. Let's move on.
Gerard Butler talks about how he came to find the kingdom and how a few months back the Saviors and Ezekiel cut a deal. But he's worried that things are going to go south soon and the kingdom will fall. He wants Carol and Morgan's help to convince Ezekiel that they need to strike first.
And I love even just the body language on both of them for Lenny James and for what's Carol's actress? What's the actor's name again? I forgot. Oh, okay, I'm drawing a blank.
Shaking my head because I don't remember.
I'll just say the Carol. So then basically just Morgan and Carol just basically not budging, saying we've been in this position before. Yeah. We know what we said before, and we knew the outcome. They both did not participate in that compound, and they're like, it's okay. Well, we're having a crazy flashback, huge deja vu, and they're not budging. And they've had the same conversation. Only he's not Rick. And if Rick did not convince him, well, this is going to be tough.
Yeah, is Gerard Butler ever barking up the wrong tree with these two?
Yes, he is.
So he's going to find that out soon. Really wasting his time with them. Father Gabriel talks with Rosita about killing Negan. Asks why she has to die as well. He knows that he agrees about killing Negan, but that she's probably going to end up dying. And why? Why should she die? Father Gabriel says that we'll win, but that they need to wait or create the right moment, and that they need her for that.
I'd like to bring up something else.
Yeah.
You know, did you pick up on that question he said he asked her? Like, because this was a weird interaction, and when she goes, well, when Abraham is here, we could